New at 5:30, a 4-year missing mystery of family torn apart, pleading for help to learn what happened to their son who disappeared in early 2021. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Simon Shaquette.
And I'm Glenda Lewis. Waterford police telling us Craig Lyle's case is being investigated as a homicide.
Today I spoke with his parents and the police chief about the potential for new leads.
He was a happy person. He loved the old people. He did anything for anyone. He spoke French. He spoke Spanish.
He don't go a day without calling his mom. And he just went like he disappeared.
Speaking with me exclusively, Greg and Mary Lyles, parents of 33-year-old Craig Lyles, pleading for help to solve the mysterious disappearance of their son. Choir director Craig Lyles disappeared after being last seen at River's Edge Apartments in Waterford in January 2021. Police confirming the case is being treated as a homicide, and Craig's live-in boyfriend, who has not been charged, remains their focus.
He hasn't cooperated with the police department, Waterford. He won't talk to him. And that was my son's partner. They lived together.
Where do things stand since we originally covered this story?
The case is active. It has been active. We've actually had Michigan State Police come in and take a look at the file, for an extra set of eyes.
In terms of Craig's partner, has he answered any additional questions since we first talked?
He has not. He has not answered any additional questions, although he still continues to be a primary suspect in this case.
Among the questions remaining, why Craig suddenly stopped his social media presence and group texts with friends. Police confirm his phone and glasses were left behind, and his car was being used by his boyfriend for days after. His boyfriend has since moved out of state. However, Mary Lyles tells me,
I don't know what I'd do if I see him on the streets. I don't know what I would do if I see one of his family members on the street.
Craig's family adding his very close circle of loved ones remains devastated and desperately needing closure. A reward for information that brings answers as to what happened, now up to $17,000 through Crime Stoppers.
Craig was very educated. I'm not just saying that because he was my son. He was very, very educated. He always went to school to brighten his education. I gave Craig to God. That's how I'm willing to deal with this, and that's how I'm able to deal with this.
Today, I also reached out to the prosecutor's office for another update on this case. They tell me this case is being looked at closely, but so far no specific word on if charges could come or possibly when. Glenda.
So it was 4 years ago you met with Craig's father, and again now, why do you believe it's taking so long?
That's the question the family's asking. Yeah. We asked police. Ultimately, it comes down to gathering enough evidence where they feel that they can go to the prosecutor's office and move this case forward. So far, they say they're still working on that, but it is a slow process, and each day feels like an eternity to this family.
I'm sure it does. Yeah. Some closure needed there.
We remind people to call Crime Stoppers, of course, if they do have information, 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
All right. Thank you, partner.